This food did not disappoint. It's in the heaven area. Oh, by the way, guys, when I was reading the comments, everyone was like, this Indian restaurant is slash a gas station. So in the comments, everyone was like, don't let the place fool you or the gas station will fool you. These are the best. This is the best Indian food in Louisiana. And I was like, what? So I drove an hour. Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today I'm gonna do a mukbang, whatever you call it. So this morning I woke up and I was watching mukbangs, which I love to do. I don't know why, it makes me hungry. I watch it before I eat. But anyway, I was watching it. I came across one that they were eating Indian food. Now you guys know that I grew up in South Africa and this is what we grew up eating. Indian food, okay? So anyway, I googled Indian restaurants because we don't have one in the area. So I googled Indian restaurants and I found one that's almost an hour away. So we drove about an hour to go get all this food because I was craving it so bad. Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Don't let this gas station fool you. Usually I don't eat meat anymore, so usually I would get like chicken curry or butter chicken. So if you guys eat meat, you can, that's an amazing dish as well. Anyway, so I ordered the food and I guess they forgot to give me my samosas. I was looking forward to my samosas, and that is like, I don't know how to explain. It's like a pastry with potatoes and peas in it. I don't know how else to explain it. So I think they gave me the wrong order because I have something else that's extra that I have no idea what it is, but it looks amazing. I'm gonna eat it anyway. And I'm eating some dal. I'm gonna show you guys how this looks, okay? This is amazing. This is the dal. It smells so good. I wish you can smell it. Okay, yes, it came with the dal. Rice, another thing of extra dal because I don't know how long I'm gonna eat this for about 3 or 4 days, okay? So I got extra, and this is my absolute favorite. Oh my, so good, guys. This is naan. This particular one is garlic naan from this restaurant, and I'm gonna show you oh my god, it just looks amazing. South Africa, what's different is we didn't eat it wasn't naan. This is amazing, but we ate something that's a lot similar. We called it roti, and we made it with what? Flour, water, and oil, and it wasn't as fluffy. It wasn't as fluffy as this, but it's still amazing. It's still good. Oh yeah, I'm not quite sure what this is. It also looks like lentils. It still looks, oh my god, it looks so amazing. So I'm not sure exactly what this dish is called because I didn't order this, but I'm gonna eat it anyway. Okay, oh, secret ingredient. And you guys, this meal would be nothing, absolutely nothing without acha, okay? I eat this with every single meal. I cannot live without this. Thank God that they have an international store close by, because I eat this almost with every meal. And this is exactly what it goes with. This is spicy pickled mango. So I'm gonna, should I get a bowl or something, or a plate? So let's move these out the way. So you're just gonna sit here and watch me? This is dal. So guys, so I'm always getting a question. I'm always, okay, so it's very weird that you're sitting here watching me. You guys, people's always asking me where I'm from. Like every time I talk and speak, the first thing someone asks me is like, where you from? I thought I lost my accent, but obviously I didn't. I thought I sound American, but I don't sound American. Anyway, so yeah guys, so I'm gonna give you guys a little timeline of how I ended up here and why I sound the way I sound. Because obviously that's very important to you guys, to some. Obviously that's a very frequently asked question. So yeah, you guys, so you know my beautiful mother, beautiful mother who passed away when I was 15 years old, okay? We're gonna start with her. This is so oily, I hate to open a new one. Every time you open a new one, it has so much oil at the top. She was born and raised in South Africa. And she was a model in South Africa. She was so beautiful and I miss her so very much. And actually guys, I'm actually starting to remind myself of her. So I'm actually starting to remind myself of her. Like as I'm getting older, like the things that she used to do, I do. You know? Anyway, so yeah, she was born and raised in South Africa. My dad was born and raised in the United States. In Chicago, I'm sure, most of his life. That's what I was told. And yeah, and he was a musician. He was a musician. So back in the day, I guess he used to travel, and how he met my mother was he traveled to South Africa with the band, I guess, and my mother met him in South Africa. Somehow, I'm not quite sure how the story went because I read it in the newspaper. It was actually in the newspaper, you guys. Somehow, my mother ended up flying to the United States, marrying my dad, and then creating 4 children.
And you are one of them.
I'm one of them. 4 beautiful children, may I add. I have 2 sisters and a brother. Oh my God, this is so good. I have 2 sisters and a brother.
Is it necessary to talk while you're eating?
That's the point of a mukbang. I was thinking the same thing. I know I did. Why was I thinking this? I was thinking to myself, oh my God, I always teach my children, don't ever talk with food in your mouth. And now they're watching me talk with food in my mouth. So yeah, what was I? So, my mom and my dad got married. I'm not quite sure when, how. And then created 4 beautiful children. So my siblings and I, we were born in Chicago, Illinois, which I don't remember or know anything about that life. But when I was 1 year old, that's when my mother took all of us and she moved back to South Africa. And then that's where I was raised.
I got a pickle for you.
Yeah, so when I was 1 year old, my mom packed up, and I guess, I don't know if she divorced my dad immediately, but she packed up and left, I think without telling him. And then we were raised in South Africa with my family. You know, had a normal childhood. And then when I turned 11 years old, my mom somehow made a decision to come back to the United States to, like, I guess rekindle something with my dad for our sake. To rekindle something with our dad for our sake, you know. So when I was 11 years old, my mom packed me and my younger sister up because she didn't have enough money, you know, to bring all of us at one time. So we all came down here separately. And first it was my mom, my younger sister, and I. So when I was 11 years old, I met my dad again in Chicago. And my grandmother, which is his mother, and my cousins, and my two cousins, Deontay and Reese Cup. Shout out to them. And also, I have another brother and sister from my dad's side, and I just recently found that out a couple of years ago. So shout out to them too. Yeah, so anyway, we stayed a good, we came and met my dad. Things just didn't work out. Okay, I'm not gonna get too personal about that. I remember it very, very, yeah, I remember exactly how that went. And we literally stayed like a good month, if that. And my mom packed up again without telling him. This time with us, I was older this time to experience it. And she came to New Orleans, Louisiana, where I had an uncle. We just ended up here coincidentally because I had an uncle that was working out here at the time, literally for a short amount of time, and we just happened to be here. I don't know, it must have, I mean, obviously now things happen for a reason, God does things for a reason, but I had no idea. We literally, it was a coincidence that I ended up here. So then we lived with my mother. She was raising us, going to school here in the United States. Yeah, we stayed here until I was, you know, we lived a life with my mother from the age of 11 to 15. And when I was 15 years old, unfortunately, is when she passed away. And that's when my entire life changed. But that's another story for another day. I didn't get my samosas.
What is
I'm so sad about it. I'm so sad.
What is this?
Doll, the same thing as that. Where was I in my story?
He was at the end when you finished, and that's gonna be a different story.
Oh yeah, my mom passed away when I was 15 years old. And you know, I guess the doctors knew that she was gonna pass away, so they called my aunt from South Africa. My auntie's name is Auntie Lancy. I love her so. But yeah, she called my aunt. The hospital called my aunt, and you know, they flew her over here emergency. She had to get an emergency visa to come over here because my mom was dying, and we didn't have like another adult, or we didn't have another parent or anybody to, you know, sign off, or we didn't even know what we were doing. We were kids, and my mom was passing away. We didn't know what to do. So yeah, my auntie came down here on an emergency. They gave her an emergency visa or something, and my mom passed away within days of her being here. So my younger sister and I, we were really young, so we had to immediately take a flight straight to South Africa so my aunt could help raise us for a while we were still growing up, you know. So yeah, so we stayed there. I went to school in South Africa for 2 years in high school. As far as my friends, you guys, I had an amazing time. that experience in school, now thinking back on it, I'm so happy that I went back to South Africa for those 2 years. And met the people that I met. I had an amazing time, and the culture, that just being, at the time I didn't know, it was sad that I had to pack up and leave and my whole life changed. And I had to start all over again, you know, in another country. But you know, it was an amazing experience. So I stayed there for 2 years, and I came back to the United States at the age of 17. Because my older brother and sister was here, and one thing we were not gonna do was grow up apart. Like, my mother raised us 4. We've been alone a lot of times, you know, but she was alone. You know, she was just like me. She didn't have really, when we came to the United States, she didn't have any friends. She stayed in the house. She went to work and she came back, and she raised us. And that was just an everyday thing. She was alone. So, where was I? Oh yeah, my daughter's telling me to tell you guys about a dream. I tell this story all the time. You know, I went to my auntie's house, and you know, although I was so happy to see my family, it was very scary to just all of a sudden, like, from one day being in my normal room with my mother to the next day being in a whole different country, in a brand new house with brand new adults raising you, like with a whole different expectation. My whole life just changed, you know, all the way. But it was so scary. Like the first, second, third night, just sleeping in the dark in an unknown place was so scary to me for some reason. So I had this dream, and it felt so real. I had this dream that my mother, like exactly where I was, I had a dream that my mother was behind the door, and she was like, "Hey, Renee," whatever. And I, you know, in the bed that I was actually laying in, that I didn't even know nothing about. I didn't know my surroundings well at all. So this all happened in my dream. Everything was there, just exactly how it was. And I was like, you know, I was like kind of looking confused, and she was like, "I can still see you." And she was like, "I can still see you, I'm watching you." And you know, I was just kind of staring out of confusion. It was scary. But now that I think about it, that was so beautiful. And it was like, I'm so happy that that happened and that I had that experience. But yeah, moving along. I came back to the United States when I was 17 years old. And then, yeah, here I am. From 17 to, I'll be 31 years old, guys, August 12th. That's in how many days? 11 days. And that's the first day my kids start school, so you guys look forward to that video. What do they say about it? You guys look up for that video, like,
Watch out for that video.
yeah, you guys watch out for that video, because that video is coming soon. It's gonna be so fun. We're doing the first back to school. We're doing a back to school vlog, the first day of school, and that's gonna be my birthday. It's gonna be amazing.
But I gotta go to the school and extra early.
So guys, yeah, now here I am in Louisiana, living my life with 5 kids and a husband. I had my first daughter when I was 19 years old. I got pregnant at 18, I had it at 19. And I've been in Louisiana, the whole time I've been back in the United States, I've been in Louisiana, guys. But let me tell you something. Louisiana is not for me career-wise, I know that. I love the culture. I had to get, oh my God, the crawfish, which I can't eat anymore, but red beans and all of that.
They have good.
It's all great, but career-wise, guys, this is not for me. I just know that I'm gonna end up somewhere else. This is my last days in Louisiana, I'm telling you.
You wanna go to California?
So my dream is to live in California. So that's the next place I'm gonna reside. And then once I'm in California, I'm not gonna be in California. I'm gonna be traveling. I wanna be all over the world. Like, guys, my dream, like, I imagine like going to India and Dubai and like Jamaica and Hawaii and just like trying all the different trying all the different foods, the cultures. Like, I want to dress like them for that moment. I want to just go around and travel, and then I want to like make a difference in this world. Like, I want to change people's lives. Like, I want to do charities and like donations, and just my dreams are just when I'm gonna come. I've been asking you guys. How long do I have to wait for my dreams to come true, God? That's why I didn't want you sitting here watching me, because it's so weird.
Is you seriously crying?
Anyway, I'm just joking. God, I'm on your time. I love you. I'm patiently waiting on you. Okay, yeah, guys. So that's how I ended up in the United States. And that's why I talk the way I talk. Oh, and then, by the way, what's a good thing? I'm so happy. I'm so excited. Like, God does everything for a reason, okay? Because the fact that I was born in Chicago and I didn't get to experience that life whatsoever. But now, like, my career and my kids growing up like where I want them to grow up, like, I have citizenship in the United States and South Africa, so I have the best of both worlds. If I decide to ever go back to South Africa, it'll be no problem. Not to live here, it's no problem. That's all God, guys. So yeah, but South Africa is home. That's what I know. That's where I grew up. I don't even know how I'm living, how I'm surviving in the United States, having to eat you guys' food. I'm sorry, I love y'all, and I do love your food, but you know, I don't understand how I'm not surviving. Like, how am I surviving without this? Because it's not right. Hopefully in California, they have tons of Indian restaurants.
Or you can just get somebody to make it Indian.
Go upstairs and sitting on the counter.
That's funny.
My samosas.
What? What is a samosa? Is it like this? Are you full? Like
It's
that?
fried.
That pork is small. Oh my gosh. What is a samosa?
So,
It's the worst.
well, I hate telling stories like that because every time I talk about my mother, I feel like I'm about to, like, something is in my throat. And like I'm gonna cry or something.
I know.
I just have to get over that so I can tell people the stories. I'm ready to tell y'all all my stories.
My throat be dry.
At least you're better than me. I cry for anything.
Yeah, I'm such a crier. I cry for anything.
The top you get it from me. That you want to
No, you get it from me. Eating. Focus, what the heck? Hello?
What?
My camera is refusing to focus.
JC, go.
Just expect a couple of things while eating Indian food, okay? To sweat up here. And if you're eating acha, expect to smell like that under your kiliblaya, aka armpits. I kind of want to do more videos to let you guys know more about me. So if you guys have any suggestions about like what you would like to see me do or my family, like let a nigga, let me know. See, I've been in Louisiana way too long. Way too long. Yes, JC. You want to do a challenge? What challenge you want to do, baby? Jalen and Jeremy. Nothing wrong with the extra acha? Okay. Oh my God, this food did not disappoint, you guys. This food did not disappoint. It's in the Haven area. Slidell area, you can drive. Covington, Mandeville. Oh, by the way, guys, when I was reading the comments, everyone was like, this Indian restaurant is / a gas station. So in the comments, everyone was like, don't let the place fool you or the gas station will fool you. These are the best. This is the best Indian food in Louisiana. And I was like, what? So I drove an hour. And I drove an hour to go get it. taking me out your mouth. So I drove an hour to go get it, and let me tell you something, they did not disappoint. I'm hungry. Jeremy! Jalen! Where's your dad? Call him and ask him where he is. How long is he gonna go to the store for? Yeah, usually, let me tell you something, guys. When you're eating Indian food, you're supposed to eat Indian food with your hands. That's the real way to eat it. Get off me. Can I finish eating? The real way to eat Indian food is... You don't have to see the camera. This is not your video. No, it's not. So yeah, oh my god, they did not disappoint you guys. Anyway, I'm just about done. Thank you guys for watching, I guess. If you watched, if you made it to this part of the video, thank you. Because I know some of y'all say y'all watch my videos, but you don't watch my videos. You don't make it all the way to the end. Yeah? What? I can't hear you. You want me? Okay, JC, I'm busy sweating. Bye, guys. Can y'all see the sweat? If you're not sweating, you're not enjoying it. If you're not sweating it, okay, Jason, I'm done now. You can have my attention, okay? You want me? I love you. Give me this first. Say, give a thumbs up. And subscribe on the channel. I love you, my baby. Tell them, say, comment down below. Oh, thank you. Give me this. Whose baby are you?
Mine.
No. Whose baby are you?
Myself.
What?
Yeah.
Yourself? Whose baby are you? Whose baby are you, Dave? Whose baby are you? You? Give up. Dave. Whose baby are you?
Me?
No. Say I'm my new baby.
My baby.
Whose baby are you?
Anymore.
What? Dave? I love you. Say bye.
Bye.
Talk to you later.
Come play and play you.